Have you ever bought bananas, couldn't eat them all, put them in the fridge, only to find them the next day with blackened peels and mushy insides? Don't throw them away. They're a golden ingredient for making super delicious and economical dried banana chips. Today, DIY Smart Life is going to show you how to utilize overripe bananas that have turned yellow and black into a healthy snack. You will learn everything from selecting the bananas, washing, slicing, drying, all the way to some tips that not everyone knows. Most importantly, let's not waste a single banana. It's good for both the environment and your health. Most importantly, don't waste a single banana. It's good for both the environment and your health. Get ready with a bunch of bananas that have been kept in the fridge. The darker the peel, the better they taste. Trust me, after watching this video, you will never throw away leftover bananas again. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button on DIY Smart Life for more anti-waste tips. Let's start with our first tip, choosing the right type of banana for dehydrating. Bananas that have been refrigerated for 2 or 3 days, when the peel has turned dark brown, but the flesh is still white yet soft, that's perfect. Quick tip, it's fine if your bananas are a little too soft, but absolutely do not use any that are bruised or smell sour. First, prepare a bowl of clean water and add 1 teaspoon of salt. Stir it well until the salt completely dissolves. Next, peel the bananas. You will see a thin layer of fibers running along the stalk. Make sure to peel those off completely. If you leave this fiber layer on, when drying, it will turn black and hard, making the banana tough and unappetizing. After peeling them, place the bananas in the salt water. Washing the bananas in the dilute salt solution helps remove any sap or astringent residue stuck on the surface, which prevents the dried bananas from turning dark brown or having an unpleasant bitter taste. The salt water also has a mild antibacterial effect, washing away dust and bacteria that might be on the banana's surface after peeling. This is especially important because the dried bananas won't be cooked at high temperatures. One lesser-known benefit: soaking the bananas in salt water for 2 minutes helps stabilize their cell structure, allowing them to retain their natural firmness when sun-dried without leaking liquid or becoming mushy. Quick tip, it's fine if your bananas are a little too soft, but absolutely do not use any that are bruised or smell sour. First, prepare a bowl of clean water and add 1 teaspoon of salt. Stir it well until the salt completely dissolves. Next, peel the bananas. You will see a thin layer of fibers running along the stalk. Make sure to peel those off completely. If you leave this fiber layer on, when drying, it will turn black and hard, making the banana tough and unappetizing. After peeling them, place the bananas in the salt water. Washing the bananas in the dilute salt solution helps remove any sap or astringent residue stuck on the surface, which prevents the dried bananas from turning dark brown or having an unpleasant bitter taste. The salt water also has a mild antibacterial effect, washing away dust and bacteria that might be on the banana's surface after peeling. This is especially important because the dried bananas won't be cooked at high temperatures. One lesser-known benefit: soaking the bananas in salt water for 2 minutes helps stabilize their cell structure, allowing them to retain their natural firmness when sun-dried without leaking liquid or becoming mushy. Now we are going to cut the bananas and place them on the tray. Make sure that after soaking in salt water, the bananas are thoroughly drained because wet bananas are difficult to slice neatly and will take longer to dry. When cutting the bananas, use a knife to make 2 decisive cuts lengthwise, dividing the banana into 3 sections like this, and then place them on the tray. Cutting each banana into 3 parts instead of 2 helps create thinner slices, increases the surface area exposed to sunlight and air, which shortens the drying time and ensures the bananas dry evenly without remaining moist inside. Remember not to stack the bananas. Make sure that direct sunlight hits every piece. After cutting, arrange the bananas on the tray. Continue cutting and arranging them until the tray is completely covered, ready for sun drying. Where are you watching this video from? Please let me know by commenting below. It's so great to know that we're connecting with people all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe by hitting the subscribe button. It means a lot to see your support. Are you ready to dry them? Next, prepare a mesh cover to wrap around your drying tray before you start drying the bananas. Using this netting over the drying tray helps prevent flies, ants, dust, and insects from sticking to the bananas while they are outside, ensuring the finished product is clean and hygienic, yet still airy enough for even drying. For outdoor sun-drying, the ideal temperature range is 32 to 38 degrees Celsius, and you should dry them continuously for 2 to 3 days. Every morning, you should flip the bananas once so they dry evenly on both sides. Here's an important tip. At night, you must bring the banana tray indoors. If left out overnight, the bananas will absorb moisture again, making them prone to mold and losing their elasticity. When evening comes, place the banana tray in a dry, cool spot, away from dust. The next morning, take the tray back out immediately when the sun shines. Repeat this process for 2 days. By the 3rd day, you should notice that the bananas are starting to firm up slightly. Traditional sun-drying methods ensure that the bananas retain their most natural sweetness and characteristic aroma. If it suddenly rains or if there isn't enough sunshine, you should immediately move the bananas indoors to a dryer so they don't spoil. Do not let the bananas stay damp for too long inside, as bacteria can easily invade them. After drying for 2 or 3 days, the bananas will turn a glossy yellowish-brown color, and the surface will feel slightly textured. At this point, you have finished your dried banana product. It is fragrant, intensely sweet, and contains no preservatives. Thanks to this process, the dried bananas are much sweeter than fresh ones without needing added sugar. At the same time, the enzymes in the banana are inhibited, which helps them preserve longer without spoiling. Dried bananas retain almost all of the potassium, magnesium, vitamin B6, and fiber. Eating 2 or 3 pieces of dried bananas every day is very good for cardiovascular health because of their high potassium content. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure and reduces the risk of stroke. Dried bananas are also rich in prebiotic fiber, food for beneficial gut bacteria. If you suffer from constipation, eating dried bananas instead of fresh ones will be more effective because the fiber is concentrated. Tip for athletes: eat them 30 minutes before exercising to have sustained energy. They do not cause sudden spikes in blood sugar like industrial candies. Dried bananas are also an ideal snack for children without worrying about preservatives. Put the dried bananas in an airtight glass jar. Store the jar in a dry place, away from direct sunlight. If you want to preserve them for 3 to 6 months, keep the jar in the refrigerator. The dried bananas will get a little firmer when refrigerated, but they are delicious when chewed like gummy candy. If you prefer softer bananas, just leave them at room temperature in an airtight container. If you happen to make too much, don't worry, you can freeze them. Put the dried bananas into a zip-top bag and store it in the freezer. They will last from 6 months to a year. Try this out today, and you'll see that homemade dried bananas are totally different from store-bought ones. If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button for DIY Smart Life to show your support. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss any more waste prevention tips. You can also leave a comment down below with your own tips or recipes for making dried bananas. I'll read them and they might give me ideas for my next video. Thanks for joining DIY Smart Life on this journey toward a smarter, more economical, and healthier life. See you next time.